Well, howdy. Welcome back to the channel. In this week's video, we were up at Headley Conservation Area. And just pulling into the parking lot, I was going to set up this whole B-roll, have all this stuff with me parking and moving the vehicle around. However, upon arriving, I found the stump of a tree that actually has the outline or the shape of a heart on it. Only when viewed from a specific angle, though. I'll grab the camera in a second and show you guys from different angles how it kind of looks a little bit chunky, and then from one angle actually you see the outline of a heart. Which, yes, sounds cheesy. However, for a very first photo, it's caught my eye before I even pulled into the parking lot. And it's a very small parking lot here, so you notice it right away, it jumps right out at you. As this is only our very first photo and it's so close to the road, it quite literally just caught my eye as I pulled in here. So I'm not expecting very much of this photo, but you never know. You should always capture an image because later on you will surprise yourself. You will hate it the first day, and then a couple of days later, maybe even a few weeks later, you'll look at it again and you'll see it with a fresh set of eyes. Absolutely changes it for you. Sometimes, not always. Other times you look at it and you go, what was I thinking? That is just atrocious. And then other days you look at it and you're like, holy cow, that's an actual photo. I might actually know what I'm doing. So we're at f/18, 1/15 of a second, ISO 100. Now I'm focusing in on the center of the actual tree stump itself. There's a little bit of wood that's kind of almost in the epicenter of the actual circumference of it. And I'm hoping that by focusing on that, the plane of focus will be extended a little bit past it, plus a little bit back to actually bring the majority of the tree in focus. So I may bump the aperture down to f/20. However, with this lens, f/22 is the maximum aperture. And I don't want to go all the way down to the tightest aperture, as it starts to introduce something called parallax. And I don't want to have to deal with any of that right now. So I'm just going to double check the focus, make sure that's tack sharp. So I'm now down to f/18 at 1/8 of a second. Because it is a little bit more overcast and there's not as much direct sunlight, the inside of the stump of the tree is quite dark. So I'm just brightening up the aperture a little bit more. So we are about half a stop overexposed. That I can very easily lower the highlights back, but I took one with it pretty much perfectly even, and then one with it just a slight bit overexposed. So if I need to, I can actually take a little bit more of the actual tree root itself, some of the insides of it, and then I can actually superimpose that in the other image that has the proper exposure. So I definitely will come back here when the weather is actually a bit warmer, and especially later on in the evening. I think for evening shoots, this spot will be perfect. As the sun rises way over there, kind of covered up by a majority of the trees, you won't really be able to see very much of it, but it sets in that general direction. So especially hiking through the forest here, I should be able to get a little bit more indirect light on some of the compositions. Oh, I've already been here for over 25 minutes on the same shot. I better start hiking soon or we're going to lose what little light we have left. The cloud cover keeps coming in thicker and thicker now. So what little bit of sunlight we had before now, it's pretty much completely gone. All right, so I'm going to insert the photo now in the video. Let me know what you guys think about this one. Does it actually resemble a heart, or am I seeing things? Let me know in the comment section down below. Of course, of all the times, the wind is starting to pick up slightly. So I'm feeling a little bit more of a breeze than I was earlier. At least with the sunlight out, it was a tiny bit warmer. Now I'm really starting to feel the breeze. Of all the days, one of the actual legs starting to fall apart a little bit on me. Well, that's not bad at least. So over a year plus, this tripod, which is used quite frequently, has been more than okay. Finally had our very first piece of it look like it's starting to fall apart. Now, of course, I will have to check it later on when I get back home. I'm hoping I can maybe 3D print something to fix it, but I don't know. Worst comes to worst, I'll just have to make a little bracket or something to actually hold on to it tighter. Or, because this was only like 45 bucks or whatever, I guess I could always purchase another one. So as I was hiking down, I stumbled upon these logs with mushrooms all over them. And definitely some kind, I don't even know what this is, but it definitely looks interesting. And it's not the only one. We have multiple ones here with it all over the place. Now I want to see if I can maybe get a top-down view of this. This actually might make an interesting photograph. This photograph is very delicate. I started at f5.6, then I bumped it up to about f11, 1/40th of a second, base ISO. And I'm just trying to get it over top with a straight down view, so that way it actually has an even distribution on both sides. Then I just changed up the angle a little bit. I'm trying one more photo. This one is at f20, 1/10 of a second. I just want to see if I can maybe get a little bit more of the actual grain of the wood embedded in it. Now that definitely is an interesting photo. Here, one sec. And then of course the symmetry of this, where you can see them splayed out almost randomly, but there is definitely, you can see some of them facing one direction on this side and on this side facing this direction. So there definitely is some symmetry in this image. Now, what a lot of convention will tell you is that you should try to get on a lower angle and try to look directly down it. However, I want to try to fill the frame completely and get a bit of a top-down but slightly angled up view, so the edges in the corner are a little bit out of focus, but the center of the composition itself kind of draws your eye to it, and then you begin to look around it and then wonder, what is that? And then definitely mushrooms stick into your mind when you begin to see some of the actual mold. As well as there is a bit of green moss dotted every now and then as well, so it kind of gives you a hint of what you're looking at. But I do enjoy this photo where at first glance you're not quite sure what you're looking at, and then through careful analysis you begin to see small little details that you can pick out. And especially with the light as soft and diffused as it is right now, if it was like, let's say 7 or 8 o'clock and the light was almost completely gone, this image would have just, the ambient light really doesn't affect it as much as indirect light like this right now, whereas everything is evenly illuminated. There's not too much shadow over here on the other side from where the sun is. So it still is quite well illuminated. And even though we're getting more and more clouds and today's weather is getting kind of colder, this image just definitely screams spring to me. All right, well, I'm going to insert the photo now into the video. Well, I'm going to continue hiking. We've started doing a bit of a roundabout, and there is a tree over there I see that still has a few leaves left on it. I just don't think I'll be able to frame it up any which way. But you know what? After this photo and the other one I saw in the parking lot, today's been a pretty good day so far. Hoping I find one more, but we've already been out here now for over 2 hours. So I'm starting to worry that we're losing more daylight. Everywhere you're hiking around here is just covered in water. Should have come here a few months ago when it was still frozen. Probably would have made a much nicer day. Well, we're almost finished the hike now. I can see where it loops back around to the main trail we started on. So, kind of a bit of a shorter day today, only a couple hours. But that's okay. We can always come back another day, hopefully after it's warmed up a little bit and it hasn't rained for quite a few days. That way a lot of the mud hopefully will dry up. Because there were a few compositions I was looking at and a couple other things I saw. I just couldn't get very close as the mud made it putting my tripod down damn near impossible. That was kind of why the base of my tripod was so covered in mud, as I was trying to set it up for shots that I was looking at. But unfortunately today, the ground was just not playing ball. Well, talk to you guys again at the vehicle. Whew. Well, that was a great day for photography. Unfortunately, I was only able to find one other composition while we were out hiking, as the first one I found was literally right behind the car, and I didn't feel like I actually had to struggle and or work for it, so I'm not really sure why. It just didn't feel quite the same. Whereas normally I have to sit there and walk around a photo for a few minutes trying to find the perfect angle. I'll sit there and take maybe 2 or 3 photos beforehand, make sure I like what I'm seeing. Then we will do the piece to camera. Unfortunately today though, as soon as I saw that tree, and only from one angle does it look kind of like a heart, right away I had to get the camera out and try to capture that, as it looked, well, it just looked really interesting. Now, the other photo we found too, with all the fungus all over that log, that looked really interesting from different angles too, but the top-down view, just bringing all of that into frame, cutting out everything else except for the fungus, that by far was one of my favorite images. Let me know what you thought of today's video. Like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I'll talk to you guys again in the next one. Have a good one.